My name is Ramesh Vishwas Kumar. I am 29 years old. I want to tell you something that will touch your heart. I want you to listen to my full story. It is not just a story. It is a miracle. It is about life, love, fear, pain, and hope. It is about the Air India plane crash in Ahmedabad on 11 June 2025, and how I came out alive from seat 11A. That day changed my life. Maybe it will change your life too. Please listen carefully. You may cry, you may feel pain, but you will also feel hope. You will feel love, and maybe you will never forget it. It all started on a hot June morning. I had a flight to catch. Air India AI 182 from Delhi to Ahmedabad. My mother kissed my forehead before I left. "Ramesh beta," she said, "come back safe." I smiled and said, "Don't worry, Ma. I will be back in the evening." I took my small brown bag, wore my lucky watch and left for the airport. I didn't know that something very big was going to happen today, something that will stay in my heart forever. At the airport, everything looked normal. People were smiling, standing in line, drinking tea. Children were laughing. No one knew what was going to happen next. I got seat number 11A, window seat. I love window seats. I like to see clouds, the sky, and the earth below. I sat down, looked outside, and took a deep breath. A girl sat beside me on 11B. Her name was Isha. She was around 23. She smiled at me. "Hi," she said. "Hi," I replied. "Your first time flying?" "No," she said, "but I'm always scared." I smiled and said, "Don't worry, it's just like sitting on a bus in the sky." She laughed a little. That laugh, I still remember it. It was soft and sweet, like wind chimes in the evening. The flight took off. Everything was fine in the beginning. The plane went up. The sun was bright. The sky was clear. Isha closed her eyes and held her seat tightly. I whispered, "You are okay, nothing to fear." But after 45 minutes, something happened. Suddenly, the plane shook. People started looking around. The seatbelt sign turned on. The flight crew told us, "Please stay calm. Fasten your seatbelts," but the shaking became stronger. Then we heard a loud sound. Boom! The lights blinked. People screamed. Aisha held my hand. Her hand was shaking. "What's happening?" she cried. "I don't know," I said. "But don't let go." The plane was falling fast. Everything inside was flying. A baby was crying loudly. People were praying. Some were shouting, "Ma." Some were calling, "God, save us." I looked outside. I saw fire on the engine. "We are going to crash," someone shouted. The pilot's voice came, "Brace for impact, brace." I closed my eyes. I thought about my mother. Her face came in front of me, her soft hand, her warm hug. "I'm sorry, Ma," I whispered. "I thought I was going to die." Then, black. Nothing. Silence. When I opened my eyes, everything was broken. The plane was torn. Seats were broken. Fire was everywhere. Smoke, blood, screams. I could not move. My legs were stuck. "Help," I whispered. I looked to my side. Isha was not moving. Her eyes were open, but she was not breathing. "No," I said. "No!" "Isha." Tears came. I held her hand. It was cold. I cried like a child. "Why her? Why not me?" I screamed. Then I heard. Someone called, "Is anyone alive? Hello?" I shouted, "I'm here, please, seat 11A, help me." A man came running. He was from the rescue team. He had a big black beard and strong arms. He broke the metal near my leg and pulled me out. "You are lucky," he said. "You are alive." I looked at the broken plane. Many people were dead, but I was alive. Why? Why me? They took me to the hospital. I had broken ribs, burns on my face, and a deep cut on my head. But I was breathing. Ma came running into the hospital room. She hugged me and cried loudly, "My Ramesh, you are alive. Thank you, God." I cried in her arms like I did when I was 5 years old. It took many days to heal, but the pain in my heart stayed. I could not forget Aisha's face. I could not forget her last smile, her last words. I visited her family. Her mother hugged me. She said, "You were with her in the last moments. That means a lot to us." I gave her Isha's small bag. Inside it there was a diary and a letter. It was written to her future self. It said, "One day I will face my fear and fly with a smile." She did it, but she never came back. I promised her mother, I will live for her. I will do something good, something that makes her proud. I started helping people who were afraid of flying. I talked to them. I sat beside them on flights. I made them laugh. And I always booked seat 11A. Every time. To remember, to feel, to honor. One day, a small girl sat beside me. She was crying. "I'm scared," she said. I held her hand and I said, "I was scared too once, but now I fly for someone I loved." She stopped crying and smiled. That smile, it reminded me of Aisha. Life is short. We don't know what will happen tomorrow, but we can love, we can help, we can live in a way that makes others smile. I came back from death to tell you this: love more. Say, "I love you," before it's too late. Help others. Smile often. Be kind, and never forget the people who touched your heart, even for a moment. Seat 11A is not just a seat now. It is a reminder that life is a miracle, and every breath is a gift. If you felt something from this story, if you cried, if you smiled, please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Your one click supports my hard work and gives me the strength to tell you more real and powerful stories. I have so much more to tell you. I'm so thankful you're still here with me. Let's continue this heart-touching story of Seat 11A, a story not just about a crash, but about how pain can become purpose, and how one man's survival became a light for others. After the crash, my life changed forever. I was not the same person anymore. I could not sleep at night. In my dreams, I saw the fire. I heard people crying. I saw Isha looking at me, holding my hand. And then, nothing. I woke up screaming many nights. Ma would run into my room, hug me and say, "It's okay, you are safe, you are home." But I was not okay. I felt something heavy in my chest, a sadness I could not explain, a pain I could not touch. For many days, I did not talk to anyone. I just sat near the window and looked at the sky. I asked the same question again and again. Why? Did I survive? That question kept me awake. But one day I saw something that changed me. I was walking slowly in the hospital garden. My body was still weak. My legs hurt with every step. There I saw a small boy in a wheelchair. He had lost both. His legs in the same crash. He looked at me and smiled. "Hi," he said. I stopped. "Hi," I replied. He said, "You were in the plane too?" I nodded. "Seat 11A. He said, "I was in 19C. Then he laughed and said, "You still have your legs. I don't. But we are both alive. That means we are lucky, right?" I looked at him. He was only 9 years old. He had no legs, but he was smiling. That moment changed me. That boy, Arav, became my first inspiration. He didn't cry for what he lost. He smiled for what he still had. That night I cried. Again, but this time I cried not out of fear, but out of hope. I started talking to other survivors. We made a small group. We sat together once every week. We talked. We cried. We healed. I met a man who lost his wife in the crash. He said, "I didn't want to live anymore." But then I remembered, she always said, "Be strong." So now I live strong for her. I met a young girl who lost her father. She said, "I still wear his watch. It feels like he is with me." So many stories, so many hearts broken, but still beating, still loving, still living. Then I started writing. Every night I wrote in a notebook. I wrote everything. The crash, the faces, the pain, the small smiles, the strong hearts. One day I wrote about Aisha. I wrote how she smiled even when she was scared, how she held my hand, how she gave me courage in her last moments. I cried while writing, but I finished the page and I kissed the paper. I said, "Aisha, I will live for you. I promise." That day I knew what I had to do. I decided to start something new, something that gives hope to others. So I started a YouTube channel called Seat 11A Miracles. I sat in front of the camera and said, "My name is Ramesh Vishwas Kumar. I survived the Air India crash in Seat 11A. I should have died. But I lived. And now I want to share stories of hope, strength and love." I posted that first video, and then I waited. At first, nothing happened. But then, one person commented, then 2, then 10. People started writing. "Your story gave me strength." I cried listening to this. "My father died in a crash. Now I feel I can talk about it." Soon thousands of people joined. I started getting messages from all over India, even from other countries. People said, "We sit on airplanes every day, but we never thought what it means to truly be alive." I started sharing stories from other survivors too. Some could walk again after losing their legs. Some started schools in the name of the loved ones they lost. One girl opened a hospital in her father's name, all from that one terrible day, 11th June 2025. That crash took many lives, but it also gave birth to new courage, new love, new dreams, and now, every time I fly, I take the same seat, 11A. People often ask me, "Ramesh, aren't you scared?" I smile and say, "No. This seat gives me strength. This is the seat where my second life began." I once sat next to an old woman. She asked, "Why are you so quiet, Beta?" I said, "This seat is special to me. It reminds me to be thankful." She smiled and said, "Then I will pray for your journey, son. May this seat always protect you." And I felt a strange warmth in my heart. In every flight, I carry one photo in my wallet. It is Isha's photo, and beside it a line I wrote, "Some people leave, but they stay in our hearts forever." Even now, when I feel weak, I close my eyes and remember her voice. "Don't worry. It's just like sitting on a bus in the sky." She was afraid, but she smiled. That smile saved me, and now I carry it in my soul. Dear friends, If you are listening, please remember, life is not about how long we live. It's about how deeply we love. Say sorry. Say thank you. Say, I love you to someone today. Hug your parents, call your best friend, help a stranger. Don't wait, because life can change in 1 second, just like it changed for me in seat 11A. If this story touched your heart, I ask you kindly, please like this video. Please subscribe to this channel. Not for me, but for Isha, for Arav, for the old woman who prayed for me, for everyone who gave me strength. Your support helps me share more real, emotional, and powerful stories that may heal someone's broken heart. I have more to tell you.